You have been told since childhood that time is your enemy, that every tick of the clock pulls you closer to weakness, to decay, to an inevitable surrender. You have been taught that your bloodline carries secrets in its code, that your father's illness, your mother's frailty, your grandparents' decline are all silent sentences waiting to be carried out in your body. You see the strands of DNA illustrated in textbooks spiraling, coiling, presented as destiny. You hear whispers of statistics, percentages, predictions. This disease runs in families. This disorder is in your genes. Your body will fail as theirs did. And like iron bars, those twisted strands before you, enclosing you in a prison that seems unbreakable. You may even have felt the cold grip of those words. It is in your blood. It is inevitable. And so the fear grows, a fear that one day you will wake and find that strength has left you, that one day you will look in the mirror and no longer recognize the one staring back, that one day you will be carried by decline instead of by vitality. But here pause. Listen, because the story does not end in chains. The bars that looked like iron are not iron at all. They are parchment. They are scrolls. They can be rewritten. And the ink that rewrites them is not held in laboratories, but in your own mind. For you were not born to be a prisoner of decline. You were born to be a creator of renewal. The same breath that animates you, the same spirit that keeps your heart beating while you sleep, holds within it the law of resurrection. Your subconscious mind does not read medical charts. It does not measure statistics. It does not debate probabilities. It listens to one thing alone, the belief impressed upon it. And what is impressed, it expresses. This is the reversal, the hidden law that overturns despair. Decline is not destiny. Belief is destiny, and the belief you choose to plant in the garden of your inner mind grows roots deeper than any inherited pattern. Picture now those DNA strands, once dark and metallic, shimmering into softness. Watch them uncoil, unfolding into scrolls of living parchment, and see golden ink flowing across them, writing new decrees. I am whole. I am strong. I am renewed. The very script of your being, bending, reshaping, responding to the impressions you allow. This is inner resurrection, not a miracle given to a few, but a law awaiting all who will awaken to it. Just as winter bows to spring, just as broken soil births green shoots, so too can what has withered in you rise again. Do not think of resurrection only as an ancient story. Think of it as your story. Tonight, now. The power of resurrection is not locked in a distant heaven. It is locked in your subconscious, and the key is belief. And belief is not forced. Belief is accepted. Belief is whispered, impressed, repeated, until it becomes the law of your inner being. And when it does, when the subconscious accepts it as true, the body bows to it as command. So, hear this truth. You are not your decline. You are not the weight of your years. You are not the forecast of biology. You are the breath of eternal life, clothed in cells that are constantly renewed. Every cell, every tissue, every organ is subject to the law written within your subconscious. And you can write a new law. Do not be deceived by appearances. Appearances are only yesterday's thoughts given form. What you choose to plant now, what you choose to decree tonight, will rise tomorrow as new health, new strength, new vitality. So let the fear dissolve. Let the prison dissolve. See the chains falling from your body. See the door before you, once closed, opening into light. Step forward. Breathe. Whisper within, I am free. I am renewed. I am resurrected from decline. And as you hear these words, allow them to sink deep, deeper still into the soil of your subconscious. For there they take root. And what takes root must grow. You were told decline is inevitable. That was a lie. You were told biology is destiny. That was a half-truth. The greater truth is this: your subconscious mind is the author, and your body is its book. And the author is waiting for you to dictate a new story. This is your beginning. This is your resurrection. And if your heart accepts even a spark of this truth, let it kindle into flame. Declare it now. Type, I am ready. You sit in a waiting room. White walls, charts of anatomy hang before you. Images of the heart, the lungs, the brain, all displayed as though they are machines destined to wear out. You hear your name called. A doctor looks at numbers, scans, reports. He speaks in measured tones. This is what the data shows. This is your condition. This is what you must expect. And a weight settles, because in that moment, the voice of authority seems final. The doctor's book is written in ink, in measurements, in conclusions. It is the book of biology. But beside that book, there lies another. It does not sit on the clinic's shelf. It sits within you. A book of spirit. A book written not with statistics, but with eternal law. And in this book, the decree is different. The decree is renewal, restoration, resurrection. There are always two books open before you. One tells you that heredity has signed its name upon your body. The other tells you that spirit signs its name upon your soul, and that signature rewrites the body. One book is bound by microscopes, by probabilities. The other is bound by infinite law. Mind commands matter. Spirit commands form. Imagine now these two books before you. One filled with black letters, fixed and heavy like verdicts. The other glowing each page like light itself. And as you open the second, see its words flowing, spilling across the first book, dissolving its lines, rewriting its pages. The book of biology is not destroyed. It is transformed by the living words of spirit. This is the conflict, and this is the choice. The determinist says, the body dictates the mind. The metaphysician answers, the mind dictates the body. One says, you are a victim of cells. The other says you are the master of cells. And history holds countless witnesses to this higher decree. Consider the man who was told he had months to live. His body frail, his voice fading. Doctors gave their verdict. But at night, before sleep, he whispered a new law into his subconscious. I am life. I am strength. The power that made me heals me now. He pictured his body as a temple filled with light, every organ bathed in radiance. He did this not once, but nightly, faithfully, until the subconscious received it. Months passed. His body obeyed the new decree. Renewal came, and the doctor's verdict dissolved. or the woman whose family history carried disease like a shadow. She feared it, expected it, nearly surrendered to it, until she discovered the truth that what is impressed upon the subconscious outweighs what is carried in the blood. She began to see her body not as fragile matter, but as a living temple of spirit. She affirmed, "The light of life flows through every cell. I am governed by divine law, not by heredity." And her fear turned to faith. The shadow never touched her. She walked free because the book of spirit rewrote the book of biology. Do you see? The subconscious does not argue with reports. It does not challenge diagnoses. It does not weigh the odds. It simply accepts the strongest impression. And what it accepts, it makes flesh. So the question is not, what does biology say? The question is, what decree will you give? For every organ in your body, every cell, every heartbeat is listening not to charts or family histories, but to the command given by the subconscious. And the subconscious is listening to you. Think now of your body as a temple of light within vast chambers, golden arches, living fire flowing through every corridor. This temple is not bound by rust or by ruin. It is renewed by the decree of spirit. And as you walk within this temple, you see inscriptions on the walls. They are not written by genes, not carved by statistics. They are written by the belief you allow to rule. So let the old inscriptions fade. Let the writing of heredity dissolve into dust. Take the pen of spirit. Write anew, I am whole. I am strong. My body obeys the law of life within me. For the law is simple. Mind commands matter. Thought is blueprint. Belief is architect. Spirit is the builder, and the body is the result. Do not be deceived into believing you are powerless before biology. Biology is clay. Spirit is the potter, and the subconscious shapes the clay by the pattern it is given. Tonight, you choose the pattern. Tonight, you choose which book to open. The book of decline or the book of resurrection. And as you choose, know this: the spirit within you is greater than the statistics before you. This is the law of inner resurrection. This is the reversal. This is the truth that lifts you from the dust of fear into the light of renewal. Close your eyes now and imagine a city being built. Silent workers move through the night. Bricks are set. Arches rise. Cathedrals take shape where once there was only empty ground. No sound of hammer or saw, yet the work continues with precision, with order, with an invisible intelligence guiding every detail. This is what happens in you. Every moment, every second, while you walk, while you sleep, while you dream, the subconscious mind, faithful and tireless, is your master builder. It takes the blueprint you hand to it, and it constructs. It does not argue. It does not delay. It builds according to plan. Every cell in your body is like a stone in this cathedral. Every organ is a chamber, a sanctuary, a hall of light. And the subconscious chooses which stones to shape how to restore what is cracked, how to strengthen what has grown weak. The subconscious is both architect and surgeon. Its instruments are invisible, but its results are undeniable. Think of it now as a surgeon working with light, not with steel, not with knives, but with beams of healing radiance. It touches the tissue. It renews. It touches the bone. It strengthens. It touches the blood. It purifies. And this surgeon never sleeps, never tires, never grows weary. It is within you, working day and night, obeying the decree impressed upon it. But remember, the subconscious is not a judge. It does not decide what is right or wrong for you. It does not evaluate the truth of a statement. It simply receives and obeys. If you say, "I am weak, I am declining, I am broken," the subconscious accepts it as blueprint and builds accordingly. But if you say, "I am strong, I am whole, the life of spirit renews me now," then that becomes its sacred plan, and it builds to match. Every word you speak to yourself, every thought repeated with emotion, is a line upon the blueprint. Whisper after whisper, belief after belief, the design takes shape. And the subconscious, your inner builder, constructs without hesitation. Can you see now how powerful you are? The temple of your body is not left to chance. It is not left to heredity. It is not left to the statistics of a medical report. It is being built stone by stone, moment by moment, according to the design you hand over to your subconscious. Picture this. You hold in your hands a scroll, a sacred parchment. On it is the design for your body, your health, your strength. If the scroll is marked with fear, with doubt, with decay, the builder will follow it faithfully. But if the scroll shines with golden ink, declaring life, renewal, wholeness, then the builder obeys that decree instead. The blueprint is yours to choose. And so the subconscious is like a gardener as well as a builder. You plant seeds, seeds of thought, seeds of belief, seeds of feeling. And in silence, beneath the surface, the garden grows. If you plant weeds of fear, you harvest decline. If you plant seeds of resurrection, you harvest renewal. The soil does not argue. It only produces what you plant. This is why Joseph Murphy called the subconscious the faithful servant, because it serves without question, without pause. It does not debate. It does not resist. It simply says, yes. Imagine again the construction site within you. Great beams of light rising into place. Walls of strength rebuilt. Chambers cleansed and renewed. The inner surgeon moving with absolute precision, guided not by random chance, but by the blueprint of your belief. And see how powerful the smallest decree can be. A single word repeated nightly with conviction becomes the cornerstone of an entirely new structure. A single vision held firmly in the mind becomes the pattern for an organ restored, for a body renewed. There was once a man whose eyes grew dim, whose vision failed. Doctors said the decline was natural, irreversible, but he held within him another law. Each night, he whispered before sleep, "My eyes are the eyes of spirit. I see with clarity. Light fills my vision," and he imagined beams of golden light washing through his sight, cleansing, restoring, illuminating. He impressed it night after night, and slowly, like dawn breaking after long darkness, his vision strengthened. The subconscious surgeon had followed the new decree, or the woman whose heart faltered, who feared her life would end too soon. Each night she affirmed, "My heart is the perfect rhythm of divine life. It beats with the harmony of eternal strength, she pictured her heart as a shining temple bell resonating with power, and her heart obeyed. The subconscious, her inner builder, rebuilt according to the plan she handed it. So now it is your turn. You hold the scroll. You hold the pen. You hold the seed. And what you inscribe, what you plant, will be carried into action by the faithful builder within you. Let this thought sink deep. The subconscious never argues. It never delays. It never sleeps. It executes. It obeys. It builds. Tonight, as you prepare for rest, know this while you sleep. Your surgeon is at work. While you dream, your builder is constructing. And what blueprint will they follow? Only the one you hand to them. Choose wisely. Choose life. Choose resurrection. For the temple of your body is rising even now, and its stones shine with the decree you give. There is a doorway you pass through every night. It is not marked by wood or stone. It is not guarded by lock or key. It is the soft threshold between waking and sleeping. And in that moment, when your body drifts, when your eyelids grow heavy, when thoughts dissolve into silence, your subconscious stands wide open. This is the golden sleep moment, the sacred gate. Here, resistance falls away. The conscious mind, the doubter, the critic, the skeptic grows drowsy, powerless, silent. And in that silence, the subconscious listens. Every whisper you give it, it receives as law. Every image you place before it, it accepts as blueprint. Imagine now a vast cathedral at midnight, empty, still, the air hushed as if holding its breath. Candles flicker, sending golden light across stone walls. At the far end, a great gate begins to swing open. Not with force, not with noise, but with a slow, graceful movement, as though the universe itself were inviting you in. This is the gate of your subconscious. This is the hour of impression, and as you step into this space, every word you speak inwardly is carved into eternal stone. You do not need many words. One phrase spoken with faith is enough. One vision held with gentleness is enough. For in this twilight state, the soil of the subconscious is rich, fertile waiting. Every seed planted here will grow. Think of a whisper echoing through the cathedral. You speak, I am whole. I am strong. I am renewed. The words rise, drift upward, echoing through vaulted arches, repeating softly until they become part of the very walls. The subconscious does not question them. It does not test them. It accepts them as decree. And now imagine a golden thread of light descending from the gate above, weaving its way through your body. It touches your mind, your heart, your organs, your cells. It imprints the decree upon them. The body listens and obeys because the subconscious has received its command. This is why Murphy taught the last 5 minutes before sleep are the most powerful minutes of your day. For in those minutes, you hand the blueprint to your inner builder. You give the decree to your inner surgeon. And through the long hours of the night, the work is carried out. See yourself lying down now. The body loosens. The breath deepens, the eyes close. You hover at the edge of sleep, neither here nor there, floating in the gentle in-between. And here in this golden pause, you plant your word. Say it inwardly, life is flowing through me. Strength is being renewed. Every cell sings with health. Say it as though you are whispering to a child who trusts you completely. Gentle, loving, firm, and as you whisper, see it. See your body glowing, whole, vibrant, restored. Let the image become real, vivid, alive. Then release it. Drift into sleep. And as you sleep, the decree is carried out. The subconscious works with precision, building, repairing, resurrecting. Your body obeys the law it has been given. There is no effort in this, no strain, no forcing. The golden sleep moment is not about struggle. It is about surrender. It is about allowing truth to be impressed upon the soil of your being. Tonight, when you lie down, remember, the cathedral will open. The gate will swing wide. The soil will be ready. And the words you choose will echo into eternity. So choose resurrection. Choose life. Whisper gently to yourself. See the light flowing. And know with certainty the subconscious has heard and it obeys. Sleep is not the end of the day. Sleep is the workshop of resurrection. And tonight, your workshop is ready. Stay with me through this journey. Subscribe so you never miss the words that will carry you into tomorrow night's blessing. For what begins tonight is not a single meditation, but a path, a way of walking with your subconscious until it becomes your closest ally, your faithful servant, your inner source of resurrection. You have seen the prison. You have seen the scroll rewritten. You have seen the surgeon of light working in silence. You have seen the golden gate swing open at the edge of sleep. And now you must see the path ahead, the practice that will transform these truths into living results. It is simple. 3 doors, 3 steps, 3 sacred acts. Whisper, visualize, thank. Imagine yourself standing in a corridor of radiant light. Before you stretch 3 great doors. The first is marked with silence, the second with vision, the third with gratitude. And as you approach, each door opens with ease, drawing you deeper into the temple of your own subconscious. The first door is whisper. Here you plant the word, a phrase, a decree, a law spoken inwardly with conviction. You do not need eloquence. You do not need many words. The subconscious is not moved by length. It is moved by belief. When you whisper, I am whole, I am strong, I am renewed, the subconscious takes the seed and presses it into the soil of your being. The second door is visualize. Here you see what you desire as though it were already real. You picture your body glowing with strength, your heart beating with perfect rhythm, your mind clear and radiant. You feel it, you see it, you inhabit it. For the subconscious responds to images, to feelings, to impressions, vivid with emotion. What you picture, clearly you embody. The third door is thank. Here you seal the decree with gratitude. You whisper, thank you. It is done. I rejoice in it now. Gratitude closes the circuit, locks the pattern into place, makes the unseen as certain as the seen. When you thank before the evidence appears, you declare faith, and faith is the key that moves mountains within you. 3 doors, 3 acts, whisper, visualize, thank. This is the roadmap of inner resurrection. This is the nightly ritual that will reshape the blueprint of your subconscious until it expresses only life, only renewal, only strength. but there is more. For on this journey, you will also discover the power of forgiveness. Imagine carrying poison within a bitterness, a memory, a wound. That poison seeps into the subconscious, impressing decline, disorder, dis-ease. But forgiveness dissolves it. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is release. It is emptying the vessel of poison so that only healing waters may flow. When you forgive, you free the subconscious to build without obstruction. You open space for health, for harmony, for resurrection. And you will learn to speak to your body as to a beloved friend. You will place your hand upon your heart and whisper, "Thank you for beating with strength." You will place your hand upon your eyes and say, "Thank you for seeing with clarity." You will speak to your blood, your bones, your breath, and your body will listen, for it always listens. It always obeys the decree given to the subconscious. This is the promise. If you walk this path with persistence, if you repeat the ritual nightly, if you impress with faith, and gratitude and then decline will no longer write your story. Heredity will no longer dictate your fate. The statistics of biology will no longer define your tomorrow. Instead, the law of inner resurrection will govern you, and your body will rise to match the decree of your spirit. Think again of the corridor of light. You walk through the first door. Whisper. Your word is planted. You walk through the second. Visualize. Your image is impressed. You walk through the third. Thank. Your decree is sealed. And as the final door closes behind you, you find yourself not in darkness, but in a temple glowing with golden fire. This is your subconscious, alive, awakened, ready to create. This is not theory. This is law. Repetition plants seeds. Seeds grow roots. Roots become trees. And trees bear fruit. So will your whispered words, your nightly visions, your gratitude become the living fruit of your body's renewal. Do not expect a single night to erase all shadows, but do expect that every night of faith waters the soil, strengthens the roots, and brings closer the harvest of resurrection. For persistence is the language the subconscious understands most deeply. What is repeated becomes law. And so the promise stands. Whisper. Visualize. Thank. Forgive. release, bless. Speak to your body with love. And above all, persist. For the one who persists writes unshakable patterns in the subconscious, and the subconscious cannot help but obey. You have walked through the first chapter. You have glimpsed the law. You have felt the reversal from fear, hope, from decline to resurrection. Ahead lies more rituals, declarations, living examples of transformation. But for now, rest. Let the promise settle in you. Let the golden gate open tonight. Whisper your decree. See the image. Give thanks. And sleep, knowing the builder is at work. This is the roadmap. This is the promise. This is your journey into resurrection. Stay with me, for the next nights will bring deeper practices, greater revelations, and final declarations that will seal your path. Subscribe now, so the next step arrives, as surely as dawn follows night. Your resurrection has begun. Close your eyes now and notice the rhythm of your breathing. In and out. With every exhale, imagine that your breath is shaping itself into golden letters shimmering before you in the quiet of this sacred night. Each whisper you form is not just a sound, it is a decree. It is a law spoken directly into the vast cathedral of your subconscious mind. And your subconscious does not argue. It does not reason. It accepts. It obeys. It builds. Tonight, you learn the formula. One sentence, command spoken as if they are already true. Present tense, faith-filled, simple and sure. This is not begging, not pleading, not asking for mercy. This is decree. The authority of your word echoes into the unseen, and the unseen shapes the seen. Whisper, now I am whole. Whisper again, I am strong. Once more I am healed. Do you feel the rhythm? Each phrase a stone laid in the foundation of your tomorrow. Each phrase a command carved in light across the scroll of your being. The breath that carries the whisper is the breath of spirit itself flowing into every cell, engraving truth in golden letters upon your inner mind. Say, my body is radiant with health. Say, my mind is calm and clear. Say, peace flows through me now. And as you whisper, imagine the words drifting into the air, not vanishing, but hovering as golden forms, shapes of energy, alive and shimmering. These letters descend into your chest, into your bloodstream, into your very marrow. They become law. They become reality, prayer. As begging is weak, filled with doubt, but whisper, as decree is strong, filled with certainty. When you whisper, you do not hope, it is already done. You do not wait, it is already here. The subconscious hears only the present tense. It hears only I am, and it creates accordingly. Whisper, I am loved. Whisper, I am prosperous. Whisper, I am divinely guided. Feel the words settle like seeds into fertile soil. The soil does not ask, will this grow? The soil simply receives, and growth begins in silence. Your subconscious is that soil. Every whisper is a seed. Every seed is destiny waiting in silence. So let us build rhythm now. With every breath, decree, I am healed. I am whole. I am strong again. I am healed. I am whole. I am strong. The pattern carves deeper and deeper. Your subconscious accepts the decree as fact. Already, life forces within you obey. Already your cells respond. Already healing begins. Let every breath tonight be a whisper. Let every whisper be a law. Let every law be fulfilled. Your word is law to the subconscious. Speak it gently. Speak it firmly. Speak it as truth. Now that your word is spoken, you step into vision. Imagination is the brush of creation, and your subconscious is the canvas. Feel golden light begin to rise within you. It starts in your chest, a small flame glowing warmly, like the first candle lit in a vast cathedral. With your next breath, that golden flame expands. It spreads into your heart, wrapping its chambers in warmth, flowing into the blood that pulses with quiet rhythm. Every beat sends golden rivers through your veins. You are lit from within, glowing, as if your body were made of radiant glass. See this light travel upward, flowing through your neck, bathing your brain in golden brilliance. The tissues of thought and memory are restored, brightened, renewed. Every cell in your brain drinks in this golden current, and clarity dawns. Now the light moves downward into your lungs. With every inhale, your lungs glow like vast golden wings. With every exhale, they release shadows, releasing heaviness. The light fills them completely, restoring their strength, expanding their freedom. Downward, it flows again into the stomach, the liver, the kidneys, each organ, a temple chamber, each cell, a worshiper standing in golden sunlight. The light restores, renews, heals. Feel it sweep further into your legs, into the marrow of your bones, down to your feet. You are a river of light flowing endlessly, shining brilliantly. Your body is no longer dark. Your body is no longer heavy. Your body is a cathedral of golden rivers. Every pathway brightened, every tissue alive with the spark of divine intelligence. Whisper as you visualize, I am light. I am whole. I am alive with golden power. Imagination impressed is reality expressed. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between imagined and real. It accepts both as truth. As you see the light, as you feel the light, your inner mind accepts the decree. You are radiant. You are whole. You are alive. Tonight, you walk as light. You breathe as light. You dream as light. Now that you have whispered, now that you have visualized, you must seal. Gratitude is the wax upon the scroll, the final mark that closes the decree. Without gratitude, the word drifts. With gratitude, it is sealed, locked, complete. So breathe softly and let your heart say, thank you. Say again, thank you. Once more, thank you. Gratitude as if the work is done. Gratitude as if the healing is already here. Gratitude not for tomorrow, but for now. See yourself as a letter sealed with golden wax pressed by the signet ring of spirit. Nothing can break this seal. Nothing can erase it. The decree is final. The subconscious has received the command, and gratitude secures it. Now imagine the dawn rising over your body. Where once there was shadow, now the sun lifts above the horizon, casting golden light over every cell. The new day has come. The healing is complete. The work is sealed. Say aloud, gently but firmly, it is done. Thank you. It is done. Let the rhythm deepen. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for my peace. Thank you for my strength. Again, thank you for my healing. Thank you for my peace. Thank you for my strength. Each triad of thanks presses the seal deeper, engraving certainty upon the subconscious. Gratitude accelerates manifestation because gratitude assumes it is already here. And what you assume, you experience. So rest now in thanksgiving. Rest in the joy of completion. Whisper softly to yourself, "Thank you, it is done." Now, beloved one, we come to the deep cleansing. For whispers and light cannot remain strong if hidden poisons flow beneath. Resentment is poison. Bitterness is poison. They whisper commands of sickness and despair, just as surely as gratitude whispers commands of life. To decree healing and yet hold resentment is to build and destroy in the same breath. Tonight, you will release. Tonight, you will forgive. Imagine now heavy chains wrapped around your chest. Each chain is a grudge, a memory, a wound not yet released. Feel their weight pressing down. Feel the tension they hold. But now, imagine light swelling inside you, golden and radiant, pressing against the chains. One by one, they snap. One by one, they fall away. The clanging of broken metal echoes as freedom returns. Whisper, "I release you." Whisper again, "I forgive you." Once more I set you free, and I am free. Forgiveness does not mean approval of wrong. Forgiveness means release. It means you no longer drink the poison, no longer carry the chains, no longer shadow your own light. Forgiveness is freedom. Forgiveness is health. Forgiveness is peace. Picture now a cup of dark water in your hand, thick with bitterness. With one word, forgive, watch as golden light pours into the cup, transforming the poison into clear, sparkling water. Drink it. Let it cleanse you. Let it renew you. Whisper, "I forgive. I release. I am free." Murphy said, "Forgiveness is the spiritual solvent, and so it is. It dissolves the hardened knots of pain. It softens the scars of memory. It heals the mind and body together." Now think of someone, perhaps yourself, perhaps another, whom you have held in judgment. Bring their face before you. See them standing in shadow. Now whisper to them in the quiet of your heart, I forgive you. I release you. I bless you. And as you do, watch their figure dissolve into light. No longer an enemy. No longer a weight. Only light. Only freedom. And as you forgive, healing rushes in. The subconscious hears not anger, but peace. Not hatred, but blessing. The decree is clear. You are whole. You are light. You are free. Now we turn inward, speaking to the temple itself. Every organ, every cell, every tissue responds to the voice of authority. Just as servants listen to the command of their master, your body listens to your whisper. Tonight, you will call it by name. Whisper to your heart. Heart, you are strong. Heart, you beat in harmony with life. Heart, you are whole. And as you whisper, see your heart glow brighter, pulsing with radiant energy. Whisper to your lungs. Lungs, you are clear. Lungs, you are free. Lungs, you breathe life with ease. Feel them expand with light wings of golden air opening wide. Whisper to your stomach. Stomach, you digest in peace. Stomach, you are calm. Stomach, you are whole. See the golden flow soothing, restoring, balancing. Now to your liver, liver, you are pure. Liver, you are renewed. Liver, you are strong. And light rushes into it, washing it clean. Now to your kidneys. Kidneys, you are clear. Kidneys, you are balanced. Kidneys, you are whole. Feel the flow of water, sparkling, purified. Every part of you listens. Every part of you obeys. Every cell hears the whisper. Every tissue shines with command. Murphy said, every cell obeys higher intelligence. And tonight, that intelligence speaks through your whisper. You are the high priest of your own body, walking through the temple, blessing each pillar, each chamber, each altar of life. Say now, body, you are whole. Body, you are light. Body, you are restored. And now, beloved, we practice. For repetition builds power, and specificity builds reality. Tonight, we plant seeds in 3 gardens: health, love, and wealth. In the garden of health, whisper, I am radiant with vitality. My body is a temple of wholeness. Every cell sings with life. In the garden of love, whisper, I am loved, loving and lovable. Harmony flows in all my relationships. I attract joy, kindness, and peace. In the garden of wealth, whisper, I am prosperous beyond measure. Divine supply flows to me freely. I am abundant in every way. Repeat them slowly, feeling each phrase like a seed planted in rich, fertile soil. The soil does not question. The soil does not resist. The soil simply receives. And what you plant, you shall harvest. Health blossoms as flowers. Love blooms as a radiant tree. Wealth grows as a field of golden grain. Now whisper again firmly, I am health. I am love. I am wealth. Your subconscious accepts. Your subconscious obeys. Your subconscious builds. Write your phrase for tonight below. Yes, even now, after this ritual type, your decree, your one-sentence whisper, your seed of destiny. For writing is another form of sealing, another way of planting. Let me tell you a story. There was once a woman weary in body, weary in mind. For years she battled sickness. For years she begged for relief. She prayed with tears, but her prayers were filled with fear, with pleading, with doubt. Nothing changed. Then one night, she learned this way. She learned the whisper. Instead of begging, she decreed. She said simply, I am whole. I am strong. I am healed. She whispered it nightly. She saw golden light sweep through her body. She thanked as if it were already done. She forgave the past, released her grudges, and blessed her body by name. At first, nothing seemed different, but deep within her, subconscious was building. Her cells were obeying. Her body was shifting. And soon, strength returned. Health blossomed. Joy awakened. Her testimony became clear. The law works like mathematics. Just as 2 + 2 is 4, the subconscious accepts decree as law. She whispered, and the whisper became flesh. She spoke, and the word was made real. So too shall it be with you. What you whisper in faith, what you visualize in light, what you seal with gratitude, what you free with forgiveness, becomes your reality. We pause now at the midpoint of the journey. Look back at the steps already taken. You have whispered law. You have visualized light. You have sealed with gratitude. You have forgiven. You have named your body. You have planted seeds. You have walked the path of renewal. See yourself on a mountain trail. You began at the base, weary, perhaps uncertain, perhaps. But now you have climbed, step by step, whisper by whisper. At this midpoint, you stop and rest. You turn, and you see how far you have come. You feel the strength in your body, new strength, quiet, but sure. You breathe deeply. You are renewed. And you know this persistence brings reward. Night by night, whisper by whisper, seed by seed, the harvest will come. As you sow, so shall you reap. Stay with this nightly ritual. Subscribe so the seeds continue to grow. Stay with this rhythm so the harvest is certain. And now, type below, I sow tonight. Say it, type it, plant it, for in the act of sowing together, a community is born, a garden of many voices, whispering life into being. Whisper once more, I sow tonight. And so it is. The first light arrives quietly. It touches your closed eyelids with a whisper of warmth. It moves across the room, gentle as a blessing. The sun does not force its way in. It simply offers its radiance, and you receive it. And so too must your morning words arrive softly, yet with power. As you awaken, your mind is still tender. The subconscious is not yet distracted, not yet covered with the dust of the day. It waits as soil waits for the first seed. What you place into it now, in this quiet moment between sleep and rising, will echo through every step you take. Breathe. Feel your breath as morning air, cool and clean, fills your lungs. And now, before a single thought of worry, before the world asks anything of you, place your words in this sacred silence. Say within, this is a new day. My mind is clear. My heart is open. My path is blessed. These words are not empty sounds. They are living vibrations shaping the field in which you will walk. See the morning sun on your skin. Feel its warmth, reminding you that life renews itself without effort. The trees outside do not strain to grow. The river does not wrestle with its course. And you too can move into this day with effortless trust, because the first thought you choose is the seed of your destiny. Murphy taught, the first 5 minutes of your day set the tone of your subconscious for all the hours to follow. Think of it as painting the background on a canvas. Every action, every conversation, every experience will fall upon that background. If you paint it bright with peace, all things will shine. If you paint it heavy with fear, even beauty will appear dim. So choose again. Say, today I walk in harmony. Today I am guided. Today I am prosperous. Repeat softly, letting each word sink into your chest like a stone into water, rippling outward. Your subconscious hears, remembers, and obeys. It cannot argue. It only accepts. And what it accepts, it brings to pass. The light grows stronger now, casting gold upon your room. You stretch your arms, and in this stretch, you declare, I expand into the good that awaits me. You open the window, and the fresh morning air enters like grace itself. Every breath is a new decree. Life flows through me. Love flows from me. Peace surrounds me. Remember, it is not the length of your words that matters, but their truth, their repetition, and their feeling. Short affirmations spoken with belief work like the first spark that ignites a flame. Say, I am blessed. Say, I am strong. Say, I am guided. And let them become the rhythm of your rising, the music of your steps, the compass of your decisions. Each morning, you do this, you train the soil of your subconscious to expect good. And expectation is the womb of manifestation. When you expect harmony, harmony arrives. When you expect increase, increase comes. When you expect peace, peace surrounds you like the air you breathe. The sun has fully risen now, and so too has your inner state. Carry the whisper of this morning ritual into the hours that follow. Whenever doubt appears, return to the words. Whenever distraction comes, return to the words. They are your anchor, your song, your hidden strength. And tonight, when you return to rest, you will have completed the circle. Morning words, setting the day. Evening words, sealing the night. This is the great cycle of renewal, the rhythm of creation itself. So step into the day with quiet confidence, for you have chosen your first thought. You have painted your canvas. You have planted your seed. And all that follows will grow from this moment of light. The body you live in is not a cage, it is an instrument. Every cell is alive, listening, responding. Every strand of DNA is like a string on a vast piano, waiting for the fingers of your mind to play its song. The science of today has begun to see what the mystics always knew. Belief writes music upon the body. Imagine now a great pianist sitting before the instrument of your being. The piano is immense, with billions of keys glowing softly like strands of light. Each key is a gene, each vibration a possibility. Some carry songs of health, some of weakness, some of strength, some of fear. And yet the pianist does not play them all. The pianist chooses. And who is this pianist? It is your mind. It is your belief. Science calls it epigenetics, the study of how thoughts, emotions, and environment turn genes on or off, like switches on a board. Murphy called it the law of mind action. Both say the same: what you believe determines what you express. If the pianist's fingers linger on the keys of sorrow, the body feels it. If they glide across the keys of joy, the body glows with vitality. If faith strikes the chords of peace, the entire being resonates in harmony. Close your eyes and see this for yourself. See your DNA not as a rigid chain, but as strings glowing with possibility. When you affirm, "I am strong," "I am whole," "I am radiant," you are plucking the strings of vitality. When you declare, "I am calm," "I am guided," "I am blessed," you are orchestrating a symphony of balance, and the body responds cell by cell, organ by organ, until your whole being hums in tune. Consider the placebo effect. Doctors know it well. Give a man a sugar pill. Tell him it is medicine, and his belief awakens the healing within. The pill does nothing. The mind does everything. Belief alone is enough to release the body's hidden pharmacy, to awaken processes of repair, to turn the keys of healing. This is science witnessing the spirit. Now consider the nocebo, the dark mirror. If a man believes he is cursed, if he expects sickness, his very expectation can harm him, not because of the curse, but because of his own faith in it. This too is science witnessing the Spirit. It is not the pill, nor the curse, nor the circumstance. It is always belief. Belief determines biological expression. And here is your great gift. You can choose your belief. You can decide what music you play upon the piano of your DNA. You are not at the mercy of heredity. You are not bound by the sorrows of generations. You are the chooser. You are the conductor. You are the master of the song. Say within, I am not limited by the past. I am renewed each morning by the Spirit within me. Feel the truth of it. Let your words strike the keys of renewal. Say, every cell in my body listens to the voice of harmony. Every gene awakens to life and light. And your body, faithful servant that it is, begins to follow. Murphy's teaching was simple yet profound. The subconscious accepts what you impress upon it. Science now shows how those impressions reach down into your very biology, shifting patterns of gene expression, rewriting the script of the body. What the world once called miracle science now calls epigenetic plasticity. But the truth is the same. Your mind is the pen, your DNA, the parchment. Your word is the ink, your belief, the seal. So when you rise in the morning and whisper your affirmations, know this, you are not speaking to the air. You are speaking to the fabric of your being. You are conducting a symphony of light, reprogramming the code of your flesh, awakening a higher melody within. Picture again the pianist, your mind seated before the glowing instrument of your DNA. See the hands move with grace. Hear the first chords rise. A song of strength, a song of renewal, a song of beauty. And know this is you. This is your music. This is your life expressing belief. Belief shapes biology. Faith writes harmony. Your word becomes flesh. And so you walk into this day knowing that science and spirit are not two, but one. The language of molecules and the language of miracles speak the same truth. You are the author of your song, and your song is health, peace, and radiant life. Listen now to the rhythm of your own breath. In, out, in, out. Every moment you breathe is repetition, and repetition sustains life. The heart beats not once, but endlessly again and again, sending life through every vessel. The waves on the shore arrive not once, but forever, shaping stone into sand cliffs, into caverns. So too does repetition engrave patterns into the subconscious mind. One drop of water is small, but 1,000 drops can carve through mountains. One affirmation is gentle, but spoken daily. It becomes a force that bends reality itself. Every whisper you repeat is a drop upon the rock of habit, and in time the rock yields. The subconscious does not respond to argument. It responds to rhythm. It does not obey occasional command. It obeys repeated decree. Picture the desert winds shaping dunes. They blow endlessly, silently, and the sand forms waves of beauty. Your words repeated daily form landscapes within your mind. First, they feel like whispers in the air. Then they become grooves etched deep. And at last, they become rivers flowing without effort. Say, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. Notice how the words begin to settle deeper with each repetition. The first time they touch the surface. The second time they sink. The third time they root themselves, becoming part of you. This is the secret of impression. What you repeat, you become. Murphy taught repetition is the mother of belief. The conscious mind may doubt, may argue, may resist, but the subconscious is patient. Every repeated word passes through like drops through stone until the shape is changed. And once the subconscious accepts, it creates without effort. Think of the drum beat. A single strike fades, but a rhythm, steady and unbroken, enters the body, moves the heart, commands the dance. So it is with affirmation. The more you repeat, the deeper the beat enters. The subconscious dances to the rhythm you set. Imagine ripples on a still pond. Drop a pebble once, and the ripples fade quickly. Drop pebble after pebble, and the water is in constant motion. So it is with your mind. One affirmation may ripple briefly, but repeated the ripples overlap, build, reinforce, until the whole lake is alive with movement. Science shows this in another way. Repeated sound waves shape matter. On a flat plate of sand, vibrations form patterns, circles, spirals, stars. The sound becomes form. So too with your words. Every repeated affirmation is a sound wave in the invisible forming patterns in the visible. Repetition is creation. Repetition is law, so do not grow weary if the change does not appear instantly. Do not say, "I tried once and nothing happened." The seed does not sprout the moment it touches soil. The river does not cut the canyon in a day. But through constancy, through rhythm, through daily return, the change becomes inevitable. The subconscious yields to repetition as surely as stone yields to water. Say, "Now I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy." Feel how each echo carries more strength. Let it beat like a drum inside you. Let it ripple like waves across your being. Let it write itself upon the very fabric of your subconscious. For the truth is not in saying once, but in saying until the words no longer feel foreign, until they become natural, until you no longer repeat them as affirmation, but as description. At that moment, the subconscious has accepted. At that moment, reality bends to your decree. Repetition engraves. Repetition transforms. Repetition makes permanent. So let your practice be steady. Each morning, each evening, return to the words. They are drops of living water, carving rivers of light within you. They are drumbeats summoning your destiny. They are ripples forming sacred patterns across the canvas of your life. And in time, you will not even need to remind yourself. The rhythm will carry you. The river will flow on its own. The garden will bloom without effort. For what you repeat becomes who you are. Close your eyes and imagine this. You stand before a vast garden. The soil is dark, rich waiting. It does not resist. It does not question. It simply receives whatever you place within it. This garden is your subconscious mind, your thoughts, your words, your affirmations. They are the seeds. Every whisper you spoke last night, every word you offered this morning has already fallen into the soil. Some are seeds of peace. Some are seeds of fear. Some are seeds of joy. Some are seeds of resentment, and the soil, being faithful, grows them all without judgment. Murphy taught, "The subconscious does not choose, it accepts. It is like the earth. Plant roses or thorns. It will nourish both. plant wheat or weeds, it will multiply both. So the great question is not whether the soil works, but what seed you sow. Walk with me deeper into this garden. See the young shoots rising. On one side, golden blossoms of faith, trust, love. On the other side, twisted weeds of fear, anger, doubt. Both sprang from words. Both were watered by attention. And now both seek to grow. You are the gardener. It is you who must choose what stays and what is pulled. Do not despair if weeds appear. Every garden has them. Fearful thoughts come. Resentful whispers rise. But you need not let them grow tall. Pluck them gently with forgiveness. Replace them with seeds of blessing. Say, I release all bitterness. I sow peace. I forgive and I am free. The law is simple. You reap what you sow. Sow love, and love will return to you, multiplied. Sow harmony, and harmony will surround you. Sow abundance, and opportunities will sprout at your feet. But sow resentment, and it too will return. Sow worry, and worry will multiply. The soil does not fail. It is perfect in its faithfulness. It always gives back the harvest of your seed. Now kneel within your inner garden. Hold the seed of affirmation in your palm. It glows with light, small yet radiant. Say softly, I plant peace. I plant love. I plant prosperity. Press it into the soil of your subconscious. Cover it with trust. Water it with repetition. And then let it rest. For seeds do not sprout when you dig them up to check. They sprout when you trust the soil. See days pass. See the sun rise and set over your garden. See rain fall feeding the roots. At first, nothing appears. But then a green shoot breaks the surface. Tiny, fragile, yet alive. This is your new belief becoming visible. This is your word becoming flesh. Now see, months pass. The garden blooms with flowers of joy, with trees heavy with fruit. You walk through rows of abundance, peace, harmony. You taste the sweetness of your own sowing. You breathe the fragrance of your own affirmations. Every blossom whispers, you planted me. You nourished me. I am your harvest. But look again. In the corner, weeds rise. They remind you that neglect is also planting. That resentment if left alone, grows tall and spreads quickly. So tend your garden daily. Weed with forgiveness. Sow again with love. Repeat your affirmations as watering, as light, as care. For the garden of the mind requires attention, and in exchange, it yields beauty beyond measure. Say now, I am a wise gardener. I plant only what I wish to harvest. Say, every word I speak is a seed of life. Say, my mind is a garden of peace, and I reap joy abundantly. Let these affirmations fall into the soil again, deeper and deeper, until the garden within you glows with light. You are never at the mercy of the weeds. You are always free to plant again. You are always free to choose new seeds. And no matter how long the night, no matter how cold the winter, the soil never loses its power. When you plant in faith, spring will always come. So walk now with confidence among the rows of your inner garden. Know that every word you speak is living. Know that every thought you allow is growing. Know that every feeling you nurture is shaping tomorrow's harvest. Guard your soil, bless your seeds, and rejoice in your harvest. For the garden of your subconscious is eternal, and what you sow in thought, you will surely reap in life. Words are not only sounds, they are shapes in the invisible. They are lights that move through the air. They are seeds, yes, but they are also bells ringing across valleys, echoing from mountain to mountain. And the subconscious listens not to argument, not to explanation, but to rhythm, image, and repetition. Joseph Murphy understood this. He did not give long, complicated speeches to impress the subconscious. He gave short, vivid declarations, simple, rhythmic, unforgettable. He told stories, and within them, he placed words like gems. Those words did the work. Those words repeated, took root, and flowered. Imagine a bell struck once in a valley. The sound moves outward, fading. But strike it again, and again, and again, and the whole valley vibrates. So it is with affirmation. A phrase repeated with faith rings in the subconscious until it becomes truth. Murphy's art was in this simplicity. He said, "Wealth flows to me freely, joyously, endlessly, in avalanches of abundance." Notice the rhythm. Notice the repetition. Notice the vivid image of flowing joyously, endlessly avalanches. This is poetry, but also power. It paints a picture in the mind, and the subconscious accepts the picture. You, too, can craft words in this way. Say, "Peace surrounds me. Peace fills me. Peace flows from me. Feel the rhythm. See the image of peace as water, peace as light, peace as breath." The subconscious does not analyze. It does not debate. It accepts the rhythm, the image, the feeling. Think of how stories move you. A parable. A simple tale can shape a lifetime more than volumes of argument. Why? Because the subconscious responds to story. It remembers images, not logic. It holds on to rhythm, not reasoning. Murphy spoke in stories, in pictures, in rhythm. And through this art, he touched the soil of the subconscious. Close your eyes now. See words glowing in the air before you. They are written not in ink, but in light. Each one vibrates alive. You reach out your hand, and as you touch them, they dissolve into your chest, into your heart, into your subconscious. The words become part of you. They move through your bloodstream, through your breath, through your very being. Say softly, "I am light. I am strength. I am abundance." Now shorten it. "I am abundance. Shorter still I am." Each layer is powerful. Each rhythm carries a deeper truth. The subconscious loves brevity, clarity, certainty. It loves the steady beat of truth spoken with feeling. Murphy knew the power of triads, statements in threes. He would say, "I am calm. I am serene. I am poised." 3 steps, 3 notes, 3 anchors. This rhythm enters like music, easy to remember, easy to repeat. And the more you repeat, the more the subconscious engraves it. Now imagine a valley at night. You strike a bell, and its sound travels into the darkness. It echoes, it multiplies, it returns to you. So too with your affirmations. You send them out, and though you may not see at once, they echo in the unseen until at last they return as experience. Murphy's storytelling art was not about cleverness. It was about alignment. Simple words spoken with faith, repeated with rhythm, felt with emotion. These move mountains within. They paint images so clear that the subconscious obey. So practice this art. Do not overcomplicate. Choose words that sing. Choose images that shine. Choose rhythms that flow. And repeat them as though striking the bell of destiny again and again until your whole valley resounds with truth. Say now, I am guided, I am guarded, I am gifted. Say I prosper, I flourish, I succeed. Say I forgive, I release, I bless. Feel how each triad carries a rhythm, how each word becomes a beat, how the subconscious begins to hum with agreement. This is Murphy's gift to you. The art of simple words, vivid images, rhythmic repetition. No struggle, no forcing, only speaking, believing, repeating. And in time, the subconscious yields, the garden blooms, the story becomes your life. So let your words today be bells. Let them ring across valleys. Let them echo through mountains. Let them shape the unseen until the unseen shapes the scene. For your story is not told by circumstance. It is told by the words you choose, the rhythm you keep, the images you impress. And when your story is written with faith, beauty, and love, the whole of life becomes your echo. There is a power in the spoken word. There is a power in the repeated word. And there is a deeper power still in the written word. When you write, you engrave. When you write, you impress the subconscious not only through thought and sound, but through the movement of your hand, the focus of your eyes, the intention of your body. Writing is the act of carving spirit into matter. Imagine now a quiet room at night. The lamp glows softly, golden light resting on your desk. Before you lies a journal, its pages blank and waiting. In your hand is a pen, but not an ordinary pen. See it as a quill, writing not with ink, but with light, each word glowing as it touches the page. This is your ritual. This is your covenant with the subconscious. Murphy taught, what you write sinks deeper than what you speak, because writing requires focus, attention, repetition. Each stroke of the pen is a declaration. Each line on the page is a seed planted. The subconscious, like the soil, receives these impressions with reverence, and in time, it grows them into form. Take a breath. Open the page of your inner journal. right now in your imagination. Tonight, I plant seeds of peace. Tonight, I plant seeds of abundance. Tonight, I plant seeds of health. See the words glowing as you inscribe them. See them sink into the paper, then vanish into light, into the soil of the subconscious. Feel how certain, how permanent they become once written. This nightly practice is not long nor difficult. It is simple before sleep. Write 3 affirmations of your choosing. They may be as brief as I am safe, I am blessed, I am guided, or they may be longer flowing as a prayer. The form does not matter as much as the rhythm of repetition and the sincerity of your heart. What matters most is that you write them, for writing seals the impression. Consider how ancient contracts were signed in ink with witnesses to seal them as binding. When you write, you are signing a contract with your subconscious. You are saying, "This is my decree. This is my truth. This is my expectation." The subconscious faithful servant that it is accepts the signed word and sets out to fulfill it. See yourself each night returning to this practice. You open your journal, you light a candle, you write slowly, deliberately. Your hand moves, your mind focuses, your heart speaks. The page glows with words of faith. And when you close the book, you know the seed is planted, sealed, and alive. Do not think lightly of this ritual. The subconscious is impressed by action. When you speak, one sense is engaged. When you write, many senses unite: sight, touch, movement, thought. This unity makes the impression deeper, stronger, permanent. And let it be known, you do not need to write volumes. A single sentence written nightly can change the course of your life, because it is not the length that matters. It is the rhythm, the faith, the repetition. The subconscious does not measure word count. It measures certainty, and certainty grows with practice. So tonight, when you take up your pen, remember this: you are not writing for paper. You are writing for eternity. You are engraving on the unseen. You are speaking directly to the soil of your mind, and the soil will not forget. It will grow what you write. It will multiply what you decree. It will return to you the harvest of your written word. Say within now, I am ready to write my future. I am ready to write my blessing. I am ready to write my destiny. And let this readiness carry you into the night. Your call to action is simple. Take up your pen tonight. Write 3 affirmations. Seal them as law upon your subconscious, and declare it even now with your own words. I will write tonight. Type it. Speak it. Write it. For your word is seed. Your hand is sower. Your page is soil. And the harvest is certain. Now the journey gathers into its crown. You have spoken words upon waking. You have affirmed faith with rhythm. You have written with light upon the page of the subconscious. And now comes the moment of declaration, the royal decree of your spirit. Stand within yourself. See the night sky above you, stars burning with ancient fire. See the Milky Way stretching like a river of light across eternity. And beneath that sky, you stand tall. Your breath is steady. Your heart is strong. Your being is radiant. And from within, a voice rises. This is not a whisper of hope. This is not a tentative wish. This is a declaration of law. Say within now, I am more than biology. My word is law. Feel how those words vibrate in your chest. Biology is a book, but not the author. DNA is a scroll, but not the hand that writes. You are the author. You are the hand. You are the decree. Chains of hereditary fear, limitation, and weakness fall away. See them breaking before you, links of DNA dissolving into golden light. The patterns of old generations melt, replaced by new patterns of strength, abundance, and peace. The river of ancestry brought you here, but it does not bind you. Your word lifts you higher than heredity, higher than biology, higher than the past. Say again, louder, within, I am more than biology. My word is law. The subconscious bows to these words. It listens, it obeys, it creates. And all the cells of your body, each one a small universe, respond with light. They hear the decree. They awaken to harmony. They align to your truth. Say now, I am light in form. I am spirit in flesh. I am destiny in motion. Say, every cell in me sings with health. Every breath in me carries peace. Every thought in me creates abundance. And let these triads strike like drums, building a rhythm that carries you higher and higher. Murphy taught that the spoken word is a decree, a command. When you declare with faith, you summon the infinite power within to manifest without. No condition, no diagnosis, no circumstance has greater power than your word of faith. For your word is creative law. Your word is the brush that paints reality. Your word is the seed that nothing can resist. See yourself now, standing on a mountain peak. The valley below is filled with mist. Above you, the stars blaze. You lift your arms and speak. I declare my freedom. I declare my abundance. I declare my peace. And the words roll like thunder across the sky. The mist clears. The valley shines with golden light. All creation echoes your decree. Do not doubt. Do not delay. Do not soften. This is your final declaration. I am more than biology. My word is law. Say it until the cells respond. Say it until the subconscious engraves it. Say it until the very air around you hums with agreement. And once it is said, it cannot be unsaid. It is done. It is sealed. It is fulfilled. From this moment forth, you walk not as a prisoner of heredity, but as a sovereign of destiny. You walk not as flesh bound by history, but as spirit, writing new history with each word. Your voice is the command, your mind the scribe, your heart the fire, your word the law. And so let it be written, and so let it be lived, and so it is. The circle is complete. Night has carried you. Morning has awakened you. Affirmations have been planted, repeated, written, declared. Now comes the gentle close, the benediction, the blessing that seals everything you have sown. Hear the sound of the ocean, waves moving in and out, endless, eternal. Each wave is forgiveness. Each wave is renewal. Each wave washes away the dust of yesterday, leaving only freshness, only purity, only light. You stand upon the shore of your own life. The tide flows around your feet. Salt water cleanses, carries, renews. This is the rhythm of creation, the tide that takes away the old and delivers the new. Breathe it in. Let your whole being feel the cleansing. Your mind is clear. Your heart is open. Your path is radiant. See now a horizon before you. The sun rises slow golden, steady. Its rays stretch across the water, painting a path of light from the horizon to your feet. This is your promise. This is your next journey. This is the infinite speaking. All things are made new. All things are possible. All things are yours in faith. And so I bless you now. Peace to your mind. Peace to your body. Peace to your spirit. Strength to your steps. Clarity to your thoughts. Light to your path. May your nights be gardens of sowing. May your mornings be harvests of joy. May your words return to you, multiplied in beauty, abundance, and love. May every cell in your being awaken to harmony, to vitality, to radiant health. And may the stars themselves watch over you as witnesses of your destiny fulfilled. You are not alone in this practice. We sow together, we reap together. Across the world, others are speaking these words, writing these affirmations, declaring their sovereignty. You are part of a living community of faith and creation. Your words join theirs. Your light joins theirs. Your harvest multiplies through the power of shared belief. So let us seal this with an invitation. Stay with this community of nightly sowers. Subscribe so you never miss the next blessing, the next journey, the next planting of words into the soil of your subconscious. Like, share, and let these seeds scatter into the gardens of others. For every word spoken here is a seed, and every share is a planting. And in the comments, leave your own seed tonight. Type your whisper one sentence only. The sentence that you will plant as you go to rest. It may be, I am guided. It may be, I am whole. It may be, I am abundance. Whatever your heart chooses, let it be your seed. Write it now. One sentence for tonight. This is not small. This is not trivial. This is sacred. Your sentence will join the great chorus of affirmations planted by thousands, and together they will form a field of light, a harvest of miracles, a tide of renewal flowing across the world. The benediction is complete, yet the journey continues. The subconscious never sleeps. It continues to grow the seeds you have sown. As you rest tonight, it works. As you dream, it shapes. As you breathe, it fulfills. You need not force. You need not strain. The law of mind is faithful, and your harvest is certain. So walk now with peace. Rest now with trust. Live now with confidence, for you have spoken. You have written. You have declared, and it is done. The blessing remains upon you. Peace in your night, joy in your morning, abundance in your path, and love without end. Amen.